We've got baseball for you this afternoon from Progressive Field in downtown Cleveland. Today, it's the home opener for this new season between the Boston Red Sox and the Indians. Folks around here in high spirits. Matt Vasgersian with you on a day that's been circled on their calendars since about midwinter. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, as we get set to get things going, it's the pitching that has to be considered one of the strong points on this ball club.
Yeah, and pitching is going to be important for these guys. No question about it. As far as this group right here is going to take them. And to me, it looks like a staff that's capable of getting the job done.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your Cleveland Indians.
Quickly now, we'll look at the two men who'll get the starting assignment here in this home opener. With that, here's a look at John Farrell's Boston Red Sox. Eric, who stands out to you?
Well, Matt, I can't wait to see if La Potencia, Yoenis Cespedes, can keep it going. He sports a batting average with runners in scoring position over 300, so you could say he relishes in those big moments. We'll see if that's the case in this one.
Justin Masterson gets the ball for the opener in front of these hometown fans. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, Matty, last year he had an ERA over 4. For a starting pitcher, that's a bit high. Looking to have a better year this season.
And with a quick breather here, let's give you a look at how the Tribe stacks up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, Matty, we talk about the top catchers in the game. You talk about Molina, Posey, but Wilson Ramos, he does a lot of things really well. Very quick feet behind that plate, allows for him to get into a good throwing position, kind of stymie that running game. We'll see how he does in this one.
Up the middle and off the pitcher's leg. Safe after the recovery throw. Good effort, but now we have to wonder whether or not he's going to be okay.
Jeez, how's he doing after that shot?
And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg, and that is his plant leg, which is always a concern, but from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. Striding into the box, Dustin Pedroia. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Masterson sets. Here's the first pitch. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. Back to first, and they get Pedroia. It's a double play.
Well, so much for that leadoff single to start the ball game. Here's a good pitch to the number 2 hitter, and he gets him to beat it into the ground, and that's an easy double play.
Mike Napoli will come on now, and no sooner did it look like they may have something started than the double play took it all away.
And that's especially tough when you figure the part of the lineup they're in. These are the guys you want to have hitting with runners on base.
took a little off, and it's in for a called strike one.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
And low, it's a ball and a strike. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Balls and strikes belong to Mr. Jerry Hillsdale.
Yeah, Jerry seems to call a really good game back there, Matt. It's pretty rare that you see anyone too overly displeased with his zone.
Shot back up the middle. McCutchen is there, and they breeze through this half inning as the side is retired. Nothing doing for Boston. Red Sox nothing. Tribe coming to bat. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Time now in Cleveland to take a glance at the Tribe's starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, EK?
Well, I know these pitchers are going to have to be careful when dealing with Jason Kipnis. He showed us last season that he's a 300 hitter, and it's no surprise when you look at the way he approaches his at-bats. He's a constant problem for opposing pitchers, and that's always fun to watch.
Clay Buchholz is ready to go as he'll be on the hill for Boston. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, remember last year he had an ERA under 4. Very solid, very dependable.
And with that, take a look at the Red Sox on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Yeah, Matty. Dustin Pedroia, for me, one of the best second basemen in all of baseball. Real grinder. Won multiple Gold Glove awards. One of the best hitting second basemen as well. He's a perennial all-star. Just one of the best all-around players in the game.
Jason Kipnis comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Jason Kipnis.
And a first pitch sinker is over for strike one. Now these Red Sox entering play here this afternoon, EK. It's so far so good as they enter play 3-0 on the young season.
And they were able to put together a good performance in the victory yesterday afternoon, so they'll see if they can keep it going here.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
Now time called at the plate as he'll step out and try and start it again. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
Here we go on an 0-2 count. All you have to do is start that thing right down the middle of the plate and then just let it work its way in. Hopefully get a swing through or maybe even a shattered bat.
Boy, sure taking his sweet time down there at the plate. He'll step out yet again. The 1-2 pitch. Lines softly toward the hole, and that's a base hit. So the leadoff man's aboard to start off the home half of the first.
So far, so good. They get a scoreless top of the first, and now a leadoff single to start things in their half.
Into the box now, Francisco Lindor, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
And you know, guys, he's not quite as successful when he's batting left-handed in general. He tends to have more success from the other side.
Cut fastball taken for strike one. Nobody out, runner on first. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Now you got to beware of that sinker. I mean, he'd take a strikeout right now, but I think he still just wants this guy to hit the ball on the ground.
A pause and the 0-2. And he looks at a cold strike three as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number one.
Oh, that's just a terrible feeling as a hitter. He looks at 3 pitches, and then he heads right back to the dugout. You know what he's saying to himself right now? Why did I even bring a bat with me?
Here's Bryce Harper now. As he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Well, maybe you see a little cat and mouse game going between the pitcher and the runner right now. We'll see who wins this duel.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Called strike 0-2.
Gotta like the approach right here. He's basically saying, if you're gonna beat me, you're gonna have to take it to left field, because I don't think he's gonna give this guy anything he can pull.
Runner at first here, one man out. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here, 1-2. A look to first by Buchholz. A dive, but he's back.
Just keeping an eye on him.
Slapped hard the opposite way. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
Yeah, a nice effort here at third. He gets on him pretty quickly. Maybe if he's a foot taller, he's got a shot, but this one had left field written all over it.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike one.
Pretty cool right there. You know, it's so important in a tough spot to get that first pitch strike over, and he's able to jump ahead.
Runners are at first and second with one away. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And this one runs a little too far in, ball two.
Yeah, a good job here of working himself back into a hitter's count, especially with two men on base in front of him.
Now a pickoff play at second, back in standing. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1. Fastball here.
I think it has to be. You're licking your chops if you're the hitter. 3-1. You can't walk the bases loaded. Bail and wail.
Ready on 3-1. Here it comes. But he won't have an opportunity to throw either man out. It's ball four, and the bases are suddenly loaded now with only one away.
Early struggles here with the command. That's 2 hits and a walk now in the very first inning. He's going to need to sort things out here pretty quick.
Michael Brantley steps into the box now, and he does so in what feels like what will be an important moment in this one. Bases loaded, high score.
Yeah, guys, and it's always nice to play with that early lead, so we'll see if he can get it done right here.
And the first pitch misses high here, perhaps trying to get him to pop something up. It's 1-0. It's going to take a lot of guile to work out of this one.
Well, he's got plenty in reserve. This would need to be a magic act, no doubt.
1-0 pitch on the way. And this is on the outside corner, or thereabouts at least. It's 1-1.
Yeah, definitely taken all the way. Not a bad idea with the bases loaded.
Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. This one's flared toward left center. Cespedes has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And there will be no attempt to score here as the bases stay loaded with 2 gone now.
That just didn't get enough of that one to get that run home. So that's probably a wise decision to hold at third.
Standing in now with runners in scoring position, Carlos Santana. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
trying to escape unscathed here in the first. Now this is on the ground to second. Is he going to get out of this? Over to first. He does get out of it, and the inning is over. 3 left for the Indians. After 1, no score. Yoenis Cespedes will stand in to start things out, with his guys pretty fortunate to get out of that last half inning with the game still scoreless.
Yeah, they were able to dodge a bases-loaded situation. That could have gotten out of hand quickly, so maybe they can calm their guy down a bit by getting a couple runs here.
Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Masterson gets the sign. Here it is on 0-1. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called to strike anyway. 0-2 now.
And after that call, you know he's got to be turning around to say something like, hey, you know what? This guy doesn't need any help.
And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
Well, you know when you get 2 strikes on you, you go into that protection mode up there at the plate. Let's see where this pitch winds up. Oh, yeah. That thing's nowhere near the strike zone, and that's a good job of making a guy go fishing for something he didn't really want to hit.
Here now is Allen Craig. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. And he misses low with it, 2-0.
This is a guy whose numbers are on the rise, and this is a big reason why. 2 close pitches, 2 good takes, and now he's in a great hitter's count, 2-0.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1.
Boy, and this is why you're trying to get yourself into good hitters' counts. This is just right down the middle on 2-0, and swinging at this should be your reward, but he decides to let it go.
Very weakly on the ground. That's a foul ball. Now a swing and a miss on a pitch well out of the strike zone as he becomes the second out.
I'm not quite sure what that was all about. I don't think he knows either. That was almost in the on-deck circle.
Alfredo Dominguez will step in for the first time, and as you can see, not the fastest of starts for him this first week of the season. Hit on the ground to short. Linder scoops it up. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Pablo Sandoval will start things out. Bottom third of the order, 7, 8, and 9 to start out the home half of the second.
And they probably still can't believe they didn't get anything out of that first inning. They got the bases loaded, but just couldn't cash in.
Into the windup and the pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Victorino sprinting after it. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Yeah, jumping on the first pitch of the inning there. Gave it a pretty good ride, but in the end, winds up being a pretty routine first out.
Digging in, Vladimir Valentian, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit in the air out to straightaway left. Cespedes is there, so 2 pitches and 2 outs thus far.
And he's going right through him here in the second. That's 2 pitches and 2 outs. And, you know, quick innings like this early on, that can really pay off later in the game.
Wilson Ramos gets his first chance here, looking to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. There's the cut fastball, but it's low, 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. And with 2 away here, this is not the time to lose the strike zone.
Especially not to a number 9 hitter. The last thing you want to do is turn this lineup over and give these guys a shot to make something out of this inning after all.
Now a cut fastball finds the target, 2-1. Inside for a ball as he falls behind to him here, 3-1. You have to figure that he's really going to need to keep the walks in check if he's going to have success here.
I was thinking the same thing. No free rides. You got to make these guys earn it.
And there's a called strike at the knees as he was hoping for a base on balls there, but it's a full count now, 3-2. And here's a ball hit in the air. Dominguez on the move, but this is going to wind up a foul ball. Bottom of the second here with no score. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Victorino waits on it, and that retires the side. A good inning of work there from Clay Buchholz. Still 0-0. Back from Progressive Field as we're set for the beginning of the 3rd inning here on the show. Yu Guile will stand in now. He homered in the ballgame yesterday afternoon.
Yu Guile.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Lifted in the air to right field. On the move is Harper. 1 out.
Batting 8th, catcher, Christian Vasquez.
Christian Vasquez stands in. Masterson's ready. Here's the first pitch. Behind on that one. Now behind in the count, 0-1. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And a pitch up and in, keeping him honest, 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. 3rd inning, no score to this point. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball, 2-2.
You can hit the low fastball, but you're not going to hit that one up there. You can just forget about it. You've got to make him bring that thing down.
And the slider misses here, so he runs the count full, 3-2.
He tried to get him to bite on that pitch, but it was way out of the zone there. It didn't even tempt him. Now he'll need to make a much better pitch here on a 3-2 count.
Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
Batting ninth, shortstop.
And we'll get a good look at the grip on this last circle change. You can see that your fingers actually make kind of an OK symbol on the side of the baseball, and that gives it that nice fading movement it has at the end.
Xander Bogaerts will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Starts him out with a slider too low for ball 1. In for a strike. It's 1-1.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
2 out, nobody on. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. In there, and it's even now, 2-2. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Down in order go the Red Sox. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Jason Kipnis digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. To first. Napoli's there. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
Now batting,
A reminder that we'll have Cleveland Indians baseball for you all season long on the show as you get a look right there at the Tribe's upcoming schedule over the next 7 days. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Francisco Lindor. He'll swing it from the left side right here. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball. 1-1. Close pitch, but just a bit outside. He wanted it, but it's 2-1.
Sometimes all it takes is just one call to go against you, like that one right there, and then you get yourself out of your own rhythm. You got to be able to put that behind you and move on.
Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. 3-1 now.
And whatever you do, you can't let that previous call eat at you. You've got to come back with your best pitch here on 3-1.
Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. And he'll squeeze this one for the second out.
Hey, if you came here to see offense in this ballgame, sit back and relax just a little bit. Both of these pitchers are absolutely dueling it out right now.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in a dangerous hitter indeed in the form of Bryce Harper. Sinker runs outside to start the at-bat, 1-0.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Cespedes going back. Gone! Solo home run off the bat of Bryce Harper as the Tribe move out in front 1-0.
Well, you figure it's only a matter of time till this guy gets going. That's his first home run here on the season, and you can bet it ain't going to be his last.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now.
22, Andrew.
He'll chase one up around the letters here for strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Had nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1.
Yeah, and he's got to be careful not to give up yet another home run here in this inning. So you can see they're approaching with caution here.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
And they know full well the threat that this guy poses. So even down 3-1, I can't imagine he's going to get anything that he can drive right here.
2 out, nobody on. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Hot shot on the ground is short. Gloved by Bogaerts. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Indians are on the board first thanks to this solo home run. We're through 3 here by the lake. It's now 1-0 Cleveland. Shane Victorino is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Breaks his bat as this one's popped up.
Wow, just a jam sandwich right there, and all he's holding is about half of his bat. Those look like the kind of bats I used to swing with.
Line drive to left. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning. Around first, on his way to second now, and he will make it there as he starts the 4th with a leadoff double.
Now batting number
And out on the mound, just got on the board, taking the lead, and you're hoping for a quick shutdown inning, but this guy's got other plans because he drills this ball, and he's going to wind up on second with a leadoff double.
Dustin Pedroia will get an opportunity now following the leadoff double.
And with his guys down by a run, at the very least, you need to try to shoot something to the right side. Hopefully get that runner over to third with 1 out.
Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Back goes Harper, but it bangs off the wall, and that should get him on the board. Around third now, Victorino heading for the plate. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Boy, back-to-back well-hit balls are going to get him a run right here. You've got one runner already at second following the double. And he's just going to switch places with him out there as this ball winds up off the wall, and they're getting some good swings right now as they get a run on back-to-back doubles.
Here's Mike Napoli now, as he'll swing and lift a foul ball off to the left and out of play. Bat explodes as this has popped up. And he's retired here, one away.
You know, you always worry about the pitcher in a situation like this because he's the closest one to the action. So, of course, he has the least amount of time to dodge anything that comes his way. But he concentrates well enough to get the baseball and throw the guy out at first.
Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes, as he'll take a look at ball one. Any thought to bringing the infield in here with one away?
Still a little early in my book. A run you can live with. What you don't want to do is let this snowball into a big inning.
Chop foul right at home plate at strike one. High and wide, 2 balls and a strike. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. There's Sandoval. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
And here's just a case of a guy at the plate doing the little things to help his team win. And he gives his guys the lead here following the RBI groundout.
Into the box, Alan Craig. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And the first baseman can't get there. Masterson into the windup. Here he comes 0-1. Chopped weakly to the left. Sandoval gonna have to hurry. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. Boston's out in front, 2-1. Leading off the inning, Michael Brantley, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
And that misses inside, 1-0. Hit hard up the middle. And that'll get on through into center field, so he's got himself a leadoff single.
Yeah, nothing too special about a ground ball single up the middle here. But if you keep putting the ball in play like they've been doing, good things have a tendency to happen. We'll see if this gets them started.
Now in the box, Carlos Santana. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
Cut fastball in there for a called strike.
Well, he's thrown a first pitch strike to about 60% of the batters he's faced, so that's a pretty good percentage because we're into the middle innings right now.
1 run, 4 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians. Rare display of small ball here as he puts this one down. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 48, Pablo.
So striding in, Pablo Sandoval, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Drilled right back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit.
Another base hit right there. Their third hit in a row, and now the bases are loaded here with still nobody out.
So stepping in, number 4, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. Throw to first in time, but the safety squeeze there gets him a run.
Well, this one right here wasn't a full-on suicide squeeze. This was a safety squeeze because that runner at third wasn't breaking on the pitch. But it doesn't matter what you're going to call it at the end. Either way, that's an RBI and a job well done.
Wilson Ramos is at the plate now, flied out in his first at-bat.
Well, a fly ball again here this time would be just what the doctor ordered, because a sac fly here would give him the lead.
And there's ball 4 now, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force at the plate is in order.
The batter, number 24, second baseman, Jason Kipnis.
Jason Kipnis will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Yeah, putting the ball in play, sometimes that's half the battle.
The cutter runs outside, ball 1.
You know, things are bad enough as it is, but if you keep falling behind guys like this, he could make this a 5-run inning with just one swing.
Bases are loaded here, 1 man out. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Oh, and that's a good fastball right there. He might have been thinking about protecting against that sinker.
Oh, this is in the air to left center field and deep. Can they run this one down? I don't think so. It's going to land beyond him for extra bases. Santana scores. 2 runs have scored. Throw into third will not be in time, and it's a 2-run double.
Oh, what about a big at-bat right there with the bases loaded. I thought he might get all 3 runners home, but you'll see a nice job out there of playing the carom off the wall, getting the ball back into the infield, and that'll keep this a 2-run double as they'll hold that potential 3rd run at third base.
Francisco Linder will stand in now with 3 home in the inning already, and 2 more ducks out there at second and third.
And a chance to really put up a crooked number here with just a simple base hit.
And now the Red Sox will get a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. No, you start to worry that maybe this already has the makings of a short outing.
And that's not what that man right there wants to hear. He'd hate to have to make a change this early, but he might have to.
1-0 count. Here it is. That's by him for strike 1. 3 runs already home here. I'll straighten him up there on that fastball. It's 1-2 now.
There's not a whole lot of conviction in that swing. It was almost like an afterthought, like an emergency hack.
One-two is the cut fastball, but he holds back 2-2.
This entire 4th inning hasn't been too kind to him. He's struggling just to get through it.
Hard hit ball to second. And that's through into right field for a base hit. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. It's 5-2.
Right fielder number.
And things are continuing to go poorly for him out there. That's now the 8th hit he's given up in just 3 1/3 innings of work. With a line like that, he's not going to be sticking around much longer.
Tommy Lane is going to come on and make an appearance here, though I suspect even he couldn't have predicted he'd be taking over in just the 4th inning. Bryce Harper will be the first to greet him here, as he'll do so with runners at the corners and only 1 out.
And now he gets to face some fresh meat. He's already got 1 homer in this game, remember.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Tough spot here for a left-handed hitter, facing a guy that's exceptionally tough on lefties.
Yeah, you generally get so many at-bats against right-handed pitching. Now you're in a good RBI spot, and you're stuck facing a guy like this.
Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. Guile is able to look this one in just past the third base dugout, and that's out number 2.
Might have had visions of another home run there. This pitch is right in his wheelhouse, but he winds up swinging right underneath it and popping it straight up.
Now we'll snap one off over to the bag. Runner's back.
Keeping an eye on him.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now as he swings and hits a line drive out to left. And he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. One more look at the full extension catch that strands 2 men on the base paths. Back with more fun here on a Friday afternoon after this. Alfredo Dominguez heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game. So just chip away, chip away.
Masterson has his target. First pitch on the way. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
And that's exactly where you want to put that thing. Start it right down the middle and trust that its action will cause it to drop.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
Now after the 4-run inning, we'll get to see if he approaches things any differently now that he's working with the lead. You know, you figure the approach will be similar, but that's a good job anyway of getting the first out here.
Now to the plate, Guile. He flew out in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. And a 2-seam fastball there, but this is chopped fouled at the plate for strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. Lays off the circle change there, a ball and a strike. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Linder fields it cleanly on to first, and there are 2 down.
And I just think this is one of those swings where you just get committed a little bit too early. By the time he realized this thing was going to break out of the strike zone, it was just a little too late to hold back.
Christian Vasquez is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
Chopped foul right at home plate. We're in the 5th inning here. 5-2 is our score. Way outside. 1-2.
Oh, classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. They trail 5-2. Michael Brantley comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
Left fielder Michael Brantley.
And now Boston's bullpen springs into action. A left-hander and a right-hander begin to throw. And he lays off there 1-0.
And he's tracking that all the way across the plate, but that had too much sweep to it for him to think of swinging.
That evens it up 1-1. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. And they take him out of the zone here, and he obliges. Not the greatest of swings there for the first out.
First full inning of work for him here out of the bullpen. Remember, he got the final 2 outs of the last inning, and he starts this inning off right by getting the swinging strikeout.
Here's Carlos Santana now. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0. So he's going to have to come out of the game now, as he appears to have injured that left shoulder on the previous play. Shoulder injuries, never a good thing for a baseball player, but hopefully it's not a serious one. Edward Mujica will be summoned now to take over following the injury.
Edward Mujica.
The 2-0 pitch. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
That's a two-seam fastball right there. It looks to the hitter like it's going to be inside, and then it tails back to the inside corner of the plate.
Bullet back up the middle, and that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. Santana will take the turn and head for second now. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a 1-out double.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 48, Pablo Sandoval.
Runner in scoring position at second with 1 away. And standing in now, the versatile Pablo Sandoval. And he'll miss the target away with the fastball. It's 1-0. For Santana, that's his first double of the year here on the young campaign. 5 runs, 9 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians. Shot back up the middle. And that's in there. Base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away.
And you know, as a hitter, you're seeing the ball so well when you can take a pitch like that and square it up and just hammer it right back up the middle.
Vladimir Valentian stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Now at the plate, you're looking for something up in the zone. Try and keep it in the air. Make sure you don't hit into a double play.
The set and the 1-0 pitch. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. One pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2.
Yeah, that's just the same pitch 3 times in a row. I guess he figures, why mess with success when you get it to 1 and 2?
Has to be thinking strikeout here. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. Well, now might be a good time to call on that 2-seamer running in.
He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
And here at the plate, you do want to avoid the double play, but you don't want to do this. Well, now the runners stay at the corners with 2 away now, and you leave it up to the next guy to come through with a 2-out hit.
Now he'll step out at the plate and reassess things here. Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos, as he swings down on the first pitch and sends a chopper over to third. Oh, and this takes off on him as it's over his head. And the runner is in to score from third on what was not a good throw at all.
Now batting,
Jason Kipnis digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th.
Yeah, a couple of ducks on the pond out there looking to make that trip home. This is a big 2-out AB right here, guys.
There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1.
Yeah, the best way to neutralize this guy's power, just keep putting pitches right there.
Grounded back up the middle. And a gorgeous flip to second, and with that, the side is retired. Indians forced to settle for 1. 5 innings complete. It's the Indians 6 and the Red Sox 2. Xander Bogaerts will come in their half of the 6th. And it's been a struggle for them so far. Just 3 hits through the first 5 innings.
And that's certainly not going to be enough to get the job done. And as the scoreboard bears out, if they want to get back in this game, I think this is the inning that it needs to start happening.
Here comes the first pitch. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. 0-1, here it comes. Circle change and a beauty. It's 0-2. I'll tell you, he's been living on that corner all afternoon.
And you can tell, guys at the plate, they're starting to get frustrated. He just hasn't made many mistakes at all, and when he has, they've been out of the zone.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. And here's the ball lifted high into foul ground down the right field line. Harper is over near the stands as he makes the catch for the first down.
And sometimes this is all you have to do. Throw a ton of strikes and keep the ball in the yard. It's worked for him so far.
Digging in, Shane Victorino. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First pitch coming, here it is. And he misses inside with that one, ball 1. And, ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1. Pitch on the way. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Ramos is up with it. Throw gets him, 2 down.
This is a pretty simple play for a catcher right here. It's a nice pitch, and it looks like he might have chopped it right down off a home plate. You can see the catcher get out of his crouch, take it on one big hop, and then just make the good, strong throw to first to get him easily.
Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Comes with a slider there as it's lifted down the line in left. In there, a base hit.
Yeah, that's his second hit so far. He's got 2 of their 4 hits, so at least he's seeing the ball well.
Mike Napoli will get a shot here with 2 away and a runner at first now following the base hit.
That 2-out single seemed harmless enough, but anytime you extend the inning to allow this guy to get a shot with a runner on, you better be careful.
And this is low, ball 1.
Now you got to regroup after the 2-out single. You're in a dangerous spot in the lineup, so the inning's not over yet, not by a long shot.
A good tailing fastball for a strike, 1-1. Swung on and chopped up the middle. Scooped up. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Red Sox leave 1. They still trail here. It's 6-2. Francisco Linder will stand in to get things going for the Indians in their half of the 6th.
Francisco Linder.
Hit to short. Bogarts has it. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, 1 away. But hold on here now. He jumped out of that dugout in a hurry. He might ask for that out call to be reviewed.
Well, I think we're going to have to wait and see what the word from the dugout is. But here's one more look at it. Man, that's tough to tell if he was out for sure from that angle. And I can see why this was a really tough call on the umpire.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for the play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play.
The Indians have elected to.
All right, we'll take one last look at it here. Now, the question is, if there's enough video evidence to change the call to safe, and wow, from that look at it, I think he did beat the throw, and this might be a well-used challenge.
The decision appears to have been made as the headset comes off, and the runner is safe. So the call is overturned. The runner will stay at first base, and they maintain the right to challenge further plays going forward. Bryce Harper will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Throw over to the bag, and he just manages to get his hand in. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. Just missing here, 2-0.
Well, I think he's getting frustrated with his inability to get ahead of hitters. You know, this is not the kind of guy you want to fall behind 2-0.
A runner at first with no outs here. That one's more like it, he says. Back to 2-1 now.
Yeah, you know, he probably got the fastball he was looking for, but on 2-0, you can look for one pitch in one spot. And if it's not in that spot, you take it.
The 2-1 on its way. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. It's offline, but he's out. Gunned down trying to swipe the base.
And he waited for his opportunity there, but it's not going to pan out this time as a good throw nails him at second.
Bases are empty, one man out. Fastball is outside. It's full now, 3-2. What's the call here?
I still don't think I throw him a strike. There's a good chance that he's going to be chasing something, expand the zone, so you make him show you that he can hold back.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Swing and a little blooper to center. Bogaerts onto the grass. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Boy, he had to go a long way into the outfield to make this play. I kept thinking he was going to get called off, but he must have kept shouting for it, so he stays with it and pulls it in.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now. Takes this the other way to right, and that's in there, so perhaps some life here with two men out.
A pretty good swing there. You'll watch. Head stays down, ball gets deep in the zone, and he lets those hands lead the way, and he drives it to right field. That's as good an approach as you're going to see.
Here's Michael Brantley. Hit hard back up the middle. Bogaerts lays out. What a stop. And a gorgeous flip to second, and with that, the side is retired. One for the highlight reel as they get the force play to get him out of trouble. On to the back third here this afternoon, and we've got it for you on the show. Back here in Cleveland, seventh inning coming up with the Indians on top. But before we get any further, let's check out our game summary for the first 6 innings. Yoenis Cespedes will dig in for the third time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips.
Yoenis Cespedes.
First pitch on its way. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. In there, and it's even at 1.
Here's a guy that understands. It's all about getting on base at this point, so good idea there just to wait for strike 1.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Ready on 1-2. Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And this late into his afternoon of work, the longer this at-bat goes, the better chance that he might slip up and leave one out over the middle of the plate.
Sinker, 3-2 now. There's Alan Craig on deck. He'll be next. Full count here. Here comes the pitch. Not quick enough that time, and he's lucky to get another chance. Count remains full. Full count. Here it comes. Drilled on the ground to short. Linder has it. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
You know, and unless these guys can turn things around quickly, it's starting to look like this winning streak is going to come to an end at 3 games.
Alan Craig stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. And he takes ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Here it comes on 1-1. Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1. Tap fouled at home plate. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
Just like the guy he faced before this, another long at-bat here. He's had to make 13 pitches just to these last 2 hitters.
And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away.
And that slider's been an effective pitch for him, no doubt, as you take a look there at what his pitch breakdown looks like so far.
Alfredo Dominguez will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ball game.
Just a little off on his earlier swings, guys. You've got to keep that top hand palm up through contact to keep him rolling over.
1-0. Lays off 1-0.
Well, that's a good thing that pitch was above the strike zone, because a few inches lower, and that ball's right in his wheelhouse.
Had him out in front there as he takes strike 1 on the circle change. And that's taken for a called strike 2.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient, because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Red Sox. They still trail here. It's 6-2. Alan Libby is out from the bullpen now, as he'll be making his first appearance of this young season.
Libby.
Carlos Santana steps in here. He'll look to keep it going after hitting a double and scoring a run last time up.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Well, should be 2-0, but he goes way out of the zone to go after that one, and it's even 1-1. And they'll start this inning off with a base hit as that one's through.
Yeah, he's swinging a pretty hot bat here. 3 for 4 now after the base hit. That wasn't a little bleeder. That ball was smoked.
Now at the plate, Pablo Sandoval. He singled his last time up. Bunt attempt, but this one might have too much on it. Throw on to first, so the sacrifice is successful.
Oh, man, what a terrific play right there. That ball was rolling, and it stayed low, so he had to bend all the way over to make a barehanded grab, then a quick release, a nice throw to first in time to get the runner. You can expect to see that on highlight reels for a couple days at least now.
Standing in now, Vladimir Valentian, as he swings and hits this one fouled off to the right and out of play. One out and a runner on second base. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Two-one pitch is a fastball swung on and missed 2-2.
Yeah, when that's upstairs like that, that's a pitch you got to leave alone and make him bring something down.
The 2-2 pitch. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Valentian is retired, 2 down now.
Yeah, and that turns out to be a nice little play there behind the plate. They get the swing through for strike 3, but then he's got to get the out over there at first base and make sure that nobody else advances. And he's able to accomplish both of those tasks.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. That's wide, 2-0.
Boy, what a nice job so far of working himself into a hitter's count. Now he can go to work on maybe picking up that 2-out RBI out of the 9-hole.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Back up and this is off the second base bat. No, he'll get to this one. And a close play at the bag, but a good stretch by the first baseman got the out, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Tribe. They lead it 6-2. Yu Guile comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th.
Well, you're facing a pretty big deficit in this game, so they need to start clawing their way back.
In there, strike 1.
Well, this guy has done a pretty good job of being effectively wild. He's only thrown first pitch strikes to about 60% of the batters he's faced, but look at where he's sitting right now. Excellent.
Oh, not fooled one bit by the changeup as he smokes this one to deep left field. That one will not be coming back. A home run. A solo shot here to left. And with that, it's now a 6-3 ball game.
You just can't throw that pitch right there. That swing tells a story right there. I mean, he got all of that one. Remember, he homered in yesterday's ball game too, so he's riding a pretty good hot streak these past couple of days.
The catcher, number 55. Christian Vasquez.
Stepping in now, Christian Vasquez, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. That home run estimated at 401 feet. Bases are empty here, nobody out. That command may be starting to drift a bit. It's 2-0 now.
A much better approach here at the plate so far. Well, he's not working from behind in the count like he has his first few at-bats.
Here he comes on 2-0. 3-0 now.
And that questionable call on the previous pitch, it really changes the at-bat because
he doesn't want to just lay one in there on 2-0. Now it's 3-0, and the tide is not working in his favor.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
And at the plate, he might have been told, look, you're taken until you get a strike. Not a bad idea.
No outs, nobody on. That's in there, and it'll run the count to full, 3-2.
Yeah, and he's trying to make sure that he doesn't allow that first walk. He's worked it back to full count now after being behind in the count, 3-0.
Crowd gets up for the 3-2. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
And he's saying, give me a break. I mean, that pitch is right there. And I tell you, though, complaining like that is only going to squeeze that strike zone a little more.
Xander Bogaerts will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far. Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. comes the Indians manager to make that slow trip to the mound. And it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. So he'll head for the showers as he stands to win this one if the bullpen can find a way to protect his 3-run lead. Austin Adams is out from the bullpen now as he'll be making his first appearance of this young season.
Austin Adams.
Xander Bogaerts will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher as he'll do so with a runner at first and nobody out. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Here's a look over to first, and the runner will get back standing. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Here's the 0-2. Push to the right side, and that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
You kind of wonder why guys would pitch to him in this situation. You know someone wants to end this streak, but he just finds a way to get another hit.
Shane Victorino will step in, a ground-out victim as last time. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes.
And this is a critical point right here. Things are in danger of getting away from you, so you got to suck it up.
The 1-0 delivery. Hit pretty well out to deep left field. Brantley going back. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. And he is in there.
Good job there at second base of doing the math in his head and figuring out he can make it up to third. So that puts runners on the corners now with only one away.
Dustin Pedroia digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. That's on the corner to put him behind now. 1-2. A little bouncer. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2.
This guy's a grinder up there. You know he'll give you a tough at-bat.
Tried to fool him with the changeup, but he won't offer at it. 3-2.
You can bet that man right there is thinking he'd love to get a shot with the bases loaded.
Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third.
In a spot like this, where you have to have a base runner, you got to make sure you're swinging at strikes. By rights, he should be on first right now because that was ball 4.
Here's Mike Napoli now, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. That man's team has definitely shot itself in the foot with all the strikeouts so far.
It seems like it's been a growing trend so far, but man, you've just got to be able to put the ball in play when you've got runners in scoring position.
Swing and a miss for strike 1. A little bit outside. 2-1.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in a strike zone.
Runners at the corners, 2 men out. 2-1 pitch is a slider taken for a called strike 2. Still 2-2. Looking to minimize the damage here. He struck him out, and it could have been worse. The inning over with only a run coming across to score. And thanks to the home run, the Red Sox draw a step closer. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. It's the Indians 6 and the Red Sox 3. Stepping in, Jason Kipnis, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here.
Second baseman.
First pitch of the at-bat. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
He's come at him with all off-speed stuff so far, but if I'm at the plate, if I'm hitting, I'm thinking he's going to have to throw a fastball here sooner or later.
Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Lined hard toward right center. Victorino is there, and he has it for the first out.
And this guy's one of those unsung type pitchers. He's not the setup guy. He's not the closer, but these are the guys that keep you in the ball games, and he's doing the job here.
Francisco Linder strides in, grounded out his last time through. He's set. Here it comes. Smoke toward third. Oh, what a play! And the throw to first just about takes him out as it skips up and over him.
This is a case where a guy's trying to do a little too much. That's a great play to dive and get to this ball, but then he tries to make a superhuman throw and the ball just takes off on him.
Before the first pitch, a check at first, and the runner back easily. Here's Bryce Harper now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does two things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal at all.
And the runner back in standing.
Just checking.
And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1. Runners on first with one down. Now a ball hit fouled off to the right side, and that just about got the first base coach. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Swing and a miss as he ran that two-seamer right by him for the second out.
And let's take a look at the location of that final pitch here on Showtrack. And you're going to see that even though he had a home run earlier in this ball game, they decide to come right back after him up in the zone, and they get him to swing right through it.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball one. A runner on first with two away. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. In the dirt here. But fortunately here, no advance. Set to deal on a ball and two strikes. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. Indians leave one. They still lead it 6-3. Kicking off the top of the ninth, Yoenis Cespedes, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least one back here in this inning.
Cody Allen is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth. Striding in to start the ninth, Yoenis Cespedes, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Yoenis Cespedes.
Into the seats, 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Boy, no messing around here in this ninth inning.
And that's a closer's mentality. They're not usually the best at setting guys up. They're going to come right at you with their best pitch, and that's usually a fastball.
Too high. 1-2.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the ninth. 2 outs away from a victory here that you'd have to say will be a rather convincing one.
You know, Matt, in every phase of the game, hitting, pitching, defense, it all favors the home side here. Top to bottom, they've been the better team.
Alan Craig will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it one pitch at a time, one runner at a time.
One out, nobody on. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2.
That thing's coming in there hot. 96 miles an hour.
And wow, tough to lay off the fastball there, but it's 1-2.
And that's a good spot for that fastball on 0-2. I mean, that couldn't have been an easy take.
And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
Allen has the target. 2-2 on its way home. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game.
Well, you get a good sense of his value to this ball club watching this. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts, and now they're an out away from wrapping this thing up.
Into the box now, Alfredo Dominguez, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. One and one. Here it comes. And here's a ball hit in the air. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Close, but it's not over yet. That's ball 2.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking on the final out, so that's a tough pitch to lay off.
Now this crowd of over 38,000 on their feet. A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now. 3-2. Yu Guile would be next if they can keep this inning alive. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here. And with that, this one is over.
And a good job here to come in and finish this one off. And in doing so, he's going to pick up his first save of the year.
And, boys, probably a handful of deserving candidates for our top player of the game award, but what do you say we go ahead and give it to the man who shut the door out of the pen?
Yeah, it's nice to have someone like this that you can call on to finish things out for you, and he came on to slam the door shut.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Indians win this one 6-3. So long from Cleveland.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game for the victorious Cleveland Indians.